Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hold on. I hope you all are having a fantastic Friday. And listen, we are here. I was going to talk about Blueface and Krishan this morning, but then I just decided I was thinking about this whole Tasha K and Storm Monroe and Armon Wiggins situation, and I wasn't finished. I'm just not done, right? I have some more things that I've been contemplating and that I want to say. All right, so I ain't got my contacts in, and I'm laying in bed, so there will be no video today. But we good, we good, we good. So before we even begin and get into the whole situation, the whole breakdown of their conversation, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now because you might forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. So please follow, please subscribe. And now I'm going to drop this intro so we can get on with the show. Okay, guys, so we're back. So, look, I was just thinking, really, really just contemplating, and like, it is so, you got to think of the win that Armand just got yesterday. It is so ridiculous that Storm really took himself over there and pussy popped and placated this man. Armand was so giggly, it wasn't even funny. I guess it's the equivalent of when Storm was like, um when Tasha and Chelsea stopped talking, how he gonna be all excited and how he gonna be dragging them to the both of them business and all of this shit. It's the equivalent of that, right? Ain't nobody mad at Armand because Armand he's created his content. We already know how he feel. The obsession continues. I'll tell you, Storm crazy behind. I thoroughly believe. He was on Chelsea's live when we were all streaming, and Tasha K was up there, and she was talking about how he was so weak and how passive aggressive he was. If streaming at 4 in the morning is not the most passive aggressive shit I've ever heard, I don't even know what the hell it is, right? Making accusations of people. Let's not forget that I forgot I had got off the live. Tasha K basically, said you stayed with us for how long, and you stay with us for how long, and like you have really nothing on me. 3 hours later, he gonna drop some fantastical R charge, right? A fantastical R charge that that Tasha thought he was supposed to go with, even though he is so weak, he can't even be direct to people. He can't stand up for himself. We've watched him, like we've heard him cry about things that have occurred with Armand, right? We've heard that he have cried. We know he blocked people. He cannot deal with people. He cannot be direct with anybody, right? So he went off instead of like dealing with his emotions and his, oh, what's the word? And and his instead of actually being accountable. It's wild. I'm still blown that I'm blown by the names of these videos, right? I'm blown that he even thought to name that video accountability. It's the gaslighting of all of it and the passive aggressiveness of it for me, right? It's like women aren't even that passive aggressive and that freaking weak. It's the weakness for me. It's the jumping on Armand's channel. You didn't even pull it on his channel. They could have double streamed. Why did they not double stream? Right? Why did they not stream it on both channels? No, they didn't double stream. It was streamed on Armand's channel. And tell me, what the hell did they actually talk about? I don't know. Armand just being excited that he got Storm's stupid ass over there. Because honestly, Armand Do we think Armand respects it? I don't. I don't ever think King Payne would do no shit like that, but that's a story for another day. But Armand excited. He got you over there. He asking you a bunch of questions. What did he answer? I still don't know. What did he really say on that on that so-called interview? Again, I only watched parts of it because it was just so I'm excited that you're so stupid enough that you're sitting here and Storm sitting there like a dumbass because he needs somebody to just, I don't know, bounce things off of, work with. It doesn't really make sense. And another thing, things don't necessarily, again, we saw in that interview we did, well, not interview, it was a panel, right? Yeah, that panel we had the other day on Chelsea's channel, you know, hold on. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I was just looking at something. We saw on that interview I'm sorry, I so lost my train of thought just not right now. Um She said, Jovi, hey chat mods. Oh my God, Storm, give me a headache. I love your picture. Thank you. I decided to change my picture today. Storm say he owes daytime tea time an apology. Just blew my mind when it was daytime who created that drama. Storm just needs anybody. It's the enemy of the enemy is my friend. And if we have learned nothing, okay, I've been on this bitch long enough. Remember the 8 hour chat. If we have learned, I mean, the 8 hour live, if we have learned nothing from this, okay, is that, hold on, our mom, is that Storm cannot be by herself. Storm doesn't know how to be. The problem with Storm is not authentic. We already know. It does not come off the top. Like how, like Tasha said, it needs to be a script for him. It cannot come off the top. You know how some people just get on here. I think Bree said it yesterday. Some people just get on here and they open their mouth and they just spew the fuck out. Like me, I just say shit. I have to check myself from cursing and saying too damn much. But some people can just turn the camera on and just go ham. Storm is not necessarily that type of person. He doesn't even know how to really engage with people. That's why he can't even not necessarily communicate to even say, oh, I got an issue with A, Y, or B. He just blocks people and don't want to engage with people until he needs them. Then he unblocks them and try to use them like he's attempting to do with Armon. But the gas is on him because Armon has used him and Armon is kind of done with him. I saw Wiley's show yesterday, and Wiley was like, he had interviewed somebody. I don't remember who he said he was interviewing, but it was somebody that he didn't like. But he was like, I interviewed him because it's for a click and a view. And he was like, the person wanted to come back up, and I was like, oh no, I don't like you. Remember, nigga, it was just for a click and a view, and I was dying. It's like that. It's like you really think you're not friends with Armand. Armand just used you and you were used. And now in the next week or so, probably less than that, probably this weekend, child. But guaranteed in the next month, our mom will be slicing and dicing up them clips, dragging the shit out of Storm once again. All why? Because a bunch of dudes, another thing that I thought of, because we talk about daytime, we talk about Armand, we talk about the Lovely Teas of the world, we talk about the Stormishas of the world. You notice a common denominator here. Even when people say, oh, Tasha, the common denominator, pay attention to an even deeper denominator right now. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Why is it that even with drama, whatever drama, right? Why is it the men's is can't let it go? Why is it like we don't see daytime tea time throwing shots and Lovely Tea? They doing what they doing. They not over there making a million videos up at 3:00 in the morning, trying to drag a bitch on Patreon. It's like women in general. Hold on. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Sorry. That was my kid because I'm literally streaming on the phone. Anyway, well, she threw me all off. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, yes. Are we not Like, pay attention. The men can't deal. Armon, this has been going on with Armon, I don't even know what, like 4 or 5 years now. Storm, this shit is not going to stop. He's going to be on this for another 4 or 5 years now. Like, it's the women being able to get over rejection easier for me. It's these men not being able to deal with a ghosting, because that's basically what I think Tasha do. Tasha just be ghosting these niggas, and you know the women might, they might get into a little scuffle here, but then, whatever, bitch, because a woman has learned, knows how to be ghost and it not completely destroy her or act like, oh, I can't believe somebody did that shit to me. These men cannot deal with rejection. These men wholeheartedly here in New York City, they just was telling a story about some little 14-year-old girl was by some guy because she rejected him. Like, for real, like the not being able to deal with the rejection of it all is why we are even dealing with these goddamn stories. At what point, do we worry about ourselves? At what point well, I guess if your highest roast, what's the word? Highest viewed video are just that of Tasha K now, especially when you was busting it before and you just ain't busting it right now. I guess the scripts ain't getting written the way they used to. I don't know. Let me go to some of these comments, see what's happening. Okay, we 11 minutes in. All right. I'm really disappointed in Storm. He told Armon he never dragged Nikki because he can't, and that he actually likes Cardi. Or listen, nothing. Okay, everything about that nigga's fake. He probably don't even know him. Everything about him is inauthentic. Nothing about him is real. You don't know. I don't know. Shit, Tasha don't know. He don't even know who he really is. Okay? He don't know who he really is. Who are you? What? He don't know. He don't want to know. He pick up whatever. You know how some people will just pick up whoever's around them. Whatever's clever, whatever other people think. Whatever other people think. Okay, my bad. I did, because I was here looking at this stuff. I'm like, why are my cameras going? Okay, never mind. She said the Suns have made up. Hey Bobby, hey Tamika, hey DC, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day, sis. Hey Nicole, how are you? Hey Libra. I'm trying to look for some comments. She said, "I love your picture. I love this picture too. I think I'm gonna change my profile picture to this picture since my hair is blonde again. Why not? This used to actually be my profile picture about 3 years 3 years ago when I used to be blonde before. So I probably will put it back. I love this picture and I love that hairstyle. I need to recreate it." Let's get these likes up. DC said he a blicking fool. Hey, Silver Blue, good to see you 2 days in a row. Hello. Let's see. Armon is going to make Storm his little bitch. I just can't wait for that drag. He's going to drag his fucking soul. And then he's gonna add on top of it that the unloyalty of it all. Of it all. Like, why do people really think loyal? Like, I don't understand. To me, I'm from Brooklyn though. I say that from Brooklyn though, because my word is my bond. You know what I'm saying? If I say some shit, I mean that shit. I say what I mean, and I mean you don't gotta like it. You ain't gotta agree with it, but it's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? I know like a lot of y'all don't necessarily always agree with the shit that coming out my mouth. Shit, sometimes I don't agree with the shit coming out y'all mouth. But and however, we can agree to disagree. I don't need you lying to me and faking it and acting like, oh, you understand and you agree, just to, it's fake. It's inauthentic, it's fake. And in real life, and Tasha said this shit, and anybody who create content know this shit, people do not connect with that dumb shit. Even, you know how much people sit up on my channels and don't agree with a goddamn thing I say, but appreciate the authenticity of it all. They appreciate the fact that it's my opinion, regardless if they believe it or not. I made some iced tea. I'm going through the comments again. And Dana, hey Dana girl. She said, and why wasn't Storm man enough to ask Armon any damn question? Just listen. In this situation, Armon is the dom and Storm is the sub. Since y'all talk about Storm is all up into the freaky deakies. Storm apparently is submissive. Okay, it's not that difficult to wrap your brain around. Okay, Storm is not the the dom of it all. He might think he is, but he ain't. Hey Bonnie, how you doing, sis? He's a fucking coward. He's a whole coward. Armon know he a coward. Everybody on fucking YouTube know he a coward. He's such a coward, and he's so disingenuous. He can't have no real friends, because if he did, somebody would tell him, and that I told y'all already. That's why he can't even comprehend why Chelsea and Tasha get along. He can't comprehend it from jump, because he doesn't. People who they've never had friends. Things like that are weird to them. It's the equivalent of, somebody who never had a dad, and coming around and you have a family with the dad. That shit is fucking different. They don't know what that is. And I feel like 1,000. Listen, he's a nigga that moved across the country. You know what I don't like? Let me say this, because why are we pretending like this nigga flew into America, into the Americas? Why are we pretending like he flew into the Americas and did not drive from Nevada to fucking Atlanta? Why did the nigga show up with no mattresses? This is the fucking question that I have. You gotta ask this shit. Where's his furniture? Where's his mom's furniture? Nobody thought of this? Where the fuck? Yes, what U-Haul is for. They have trucks. They like 19. No, now they like $29.99. They got $29.99, and you take it and you drive. You pack your shit up, because again, you're an adult. So I'm assuming you already had a bed, unless you were previously sleeping on the floor, right? Or am I bugging? Am I bugging, y'all? Am I wilding for having this thought process? Where's your furniture? It wasn't like he was in an abusive relationship and trying to fucking escape. Because when you're trying to escape, I understand, bitch, you take what you got and you run. It was not that situation. He packed himself and his mama up. Where are their beds? Did they not have beds back then? Did they not have furniture, couches? Like, where the fuck was your shit? Where was it? That's the question that I need to know. Where was it? It seems to me like it wasn't nowhere. Y'all, I need to turn this camera on. Next time I turn this camera on, I'm going to show y'all my diploma. Where is it? No, I'm going to show y'all my diplomas. Where is it? Where is it? Because it's a lot of shit that I think is still uncovered. Because it's making the more that occurs, the less this shit makes sense. For anybody who was still saying and still watching him, and they came from a Tasha, not even, just like, these hoes ain't loyal. And when they say these hoes ain't loyal, they mean them niggas. Because we know we loyal to death. It's too many of us to death. Them hoes ain't loyal. Shout out to the women who are learning better and doing better. Shout out to the women who won't let these niggas on their platforms no more. Shout out to these women who will not allow the fuckery anymore. They want to continue to be dumb and stupid. Let them continue to be dumb and stupid and go join and go acknowledge that they don't really like women anyway and that they probably do want to be Armand's little boy toy. Let's stop playing. Armand cute. Don't get it wrong. I ain't never said he was an ugly nigga. He said he uses everyone. He does. And it's, we all work in conjunction, but because Armand asked him if Armand was using him, but we, like, it's just how his mind works. When people tell you who they are, 1000% believe them. When people tell you who they are, I told you, he been saying who he was, and I've been noticing, and I've been like, when people show you and tell you who they are, believe him. You should have believed him when he came out with a Spoil Rotten Cookie song. Believe it. Vaughn probably should sit down before the people who are gunning for him in the hood, okay? Them hood niggas in Atlanta come for him, all right? And he should probably hush, because from what I comprehend, he has restraining orders. Ain't none of this shit, ain't near click or view from none of these invisible people online should be worth violating that. Like, y'all delusional. I don't even like that motherfucker, but goddamn. Y'all want these niggas' lives to be destroyed for the shits and giggles of it, I guess. Oh, sorry. Y'all, I done left the chat. Didn't even know I left the chat. Hold on, I'm gonna drop the link. Hold up, wait. I have to drop the link over here. Hold on. Invite. Copy. I done knocked the shit down. I'm here because I'm here in the freaking bed just rolling around. You know how I be. Anyway. Okay. Let me go back up. He said, I bet Storm. I saw somebody said, I bet Storm is gonna start kissing Cardi's butt. Storm is trying to do anything. Again, like I said, trying to latch on to anyone who has a dislike for Tasha K. But what Storm is missing is that people have even more disloyalty. I mean, a dislike for disloyalty. He could have went about his bit. All of that shit, all of this extra shit is why he's going to continue to lose. But the nigga in him can't make him stop. The nigga and the hard-headed, I'm right, because he's a Taurus, you know how they are. I'm right, even though he wrong as shit. Like I said, when you have the likes of Strong Davy Ways and other YouTubers who don't even like Tasha K, King Pains of the world, the King Pains of the fucking world, defending, basically saying that you are fucked up. You know you fucked up, but apparently not. Again, maybe he just keep going and keep going and keep going, and that lawsuit gonna get filed. It's the delusion of it all for me. But like I said, and I think he said it yesterday too in the stream. I did believe I heard him say it yesterday about how fast he grew. Right? I don't know how long I've been here. What, 3-4 years? Like 4 years? I don't remember, child. But it takes time. And in that time, you learn things, right? You can't, if you just jump on here, it doesn't work well for people who just jump on, and somehow some way they made some fantastic content and they blew up to 1 million subscribers in a week. That's a lot. That's a lot very fast. And a lot of people can't handle that. Because you have things you have to learn in the growth of being just a creator and being a professional creator. This is some real 3,000 subscribers, I'm trying to get my life sort of situation. That by the time he would have reached where he was, he would have known better. But I guess not. She said, I got my click and view. Next. Yeah, child, child, child. I was completely like, what like, I get it. I saw when Armand was in Wiley chat and was like, tell what's the name to unblock me. I knew they were going to have a conversation, but the fact that you went up there is wow. In a day, it's wow. The fact that you didn't even double stream that shit is wow. The fact, and I noticed that yesterday. The fact they both put out the same kind of video. Armand had more views, and the story is about you, nigga. I think at the time I looked, Storm video was at 22K. Armand video was at like 25K. I'm like, the story is about Storm, and his own damn video ain't showing it. Child, listen. She said, I don't play like that. Let's continue down these comments. Yes, please misspell your curse words in the chat. Hey Tiff, how you doing, sis? She said it's amazing how Storm said he's a user and no one had an issue with that. Because like I said, you let narcissists and sociopaths talk. You really let them talk, they will tell you who they are. And these are the cues, ladies. Remember when I said you got to pay attention to these niggas? Because a nigga will say that shit to you and you'll ignore it. Just like the ladies in the chat. They act like they didn't hear that part because they were so busy focused on them disliking Tasha. It's the same thing. A nigga has some good dick, but he tell you he ain't trash. Same equivalent. You so busy caught up on the dick, the whatever, the dragon of Tasha K, the whatever fuck, that you are missing every red fucking flag that as it knocks your ass down while you go there in the damn pole. I really just smacked myself in the mouth. Anyway, sorry. Yes, he was. I saw yes. Armon is a petty. He's petty, but at least he acknowledged. Listen, I can deal with Armand's petty. The Storm is trifling. Armand petty. Storm is fucked up and trifling. It's a difference. It's a hard difference. Armand's just a Gemini. You know how they is. Okay. He said motivated by money. He said it. Listen. If you're willing to do whatever, something strange for some change, there's a lot of people who are willing to accept it. I think Armand is from California, Kitty. He might, Bonnie. She said she thinks she heard he buys it. I don't think so. I think, well, maybe on IG and them, I don't know. But really, let me tell you, Storm he got his subs, especially YouTube, because yeah, his scripts were cool, but Tasha just kept a lot of people content is cool. A lot of people content was better than his, right? But a lot of people don't got Tasha K, who at the time going at it with Cardi B, basically sharing damn near all of his posts. The first fucking year that he was really messing with her, especially like the first couple of 6 months or so, she was sharing the shit out of like every damn post, right? Every damn post. So that's how that happened. So again, to bite the hand that feeds you is wild to me. It's just wild to me. Again, I dropped the link if anybody wanted to click. That's your business. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. You know what? We will be streaming this weekend. We normally only stream Monday through Fridays. at noon. Any other time is extra. But we have a lot going on this weekend. I told you school start next week. And, we're going to be streaming it up this weekend. We're going to be running it up, running it up, running it up. The enemy of your enemy is not your friend. Again, oh yeah, I remember I was saying this before, but I forgot. Remember the 8 Hour Live crew. I don't even want to talk about. I don't even want to name them. Okay, I don't even want to name them because we don't want to. Just don't even put their names in the comment. But if you were here 3-4 years ago, you know what I'm talking about. So none of them hoes is friends no more. Basically, that's my point. None of them hoes is friends no more. All of them, like once you gang up with somebody to tear a bitch down, like I don't even like that shit corny as hell to me. Can I just say that? Corny as hell to me. Hold on, Libra, I got you. Hey girl, hey.
Hey, how you doing, Jovi? Good morning, good afternoon,
Good morning.
Ooh, Lord. Mm.
So what do you gotta say? What's your opinions?
Okay, this is my thing. Okay, let me start. Even though everybody knows I'm a wino, I'm Tasha K's moderator, so I don't want anybody to be like, "Oh, you won't hold her accountable." Nope, I do. My thing is with Storm. Like, for okay, let me hit this daytime tea time thing. Let me refresh a couple people's memory. Daytime tea time had got struck, and she thought somebody hacked her account. And when
Yes, and
people
she
were
blamed
blaming,
Tasha.
yeah, and she didn't even correct that. And for Storm to sit up there and say, "Oh, I owe her an apology," I'm like, Storm, why you didn't rebut Armon and say, "Was it right for daytime tea time to let this lie grow about her?"
Very
Like,
true.
also too, Jovi, this is my other thing too. Did Storm forget that when Tasha K was pretty much, just trolling Nika Knight, did he forget that he went on his channel and was trying to justify all the things Tasha K was saying about Nika Knight? Did he
Mm.
forget his part?
Yeah, he forgot. He forgot it was about him to begin with.
Yeah, he must have forgot that. And then for him to also say, "Oh, Lovely T is a good person." Now, Jovi, we've been around these YouTube streets for a long time. I know I haven't been, my presence haven't been seen, but okay, Lovely T on YouTube looked like a saint, looked all innocent. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes, and anybody could, I don't care, people want to get mad. This is the truth. She had Crystal Nicole, Sweet Ma, Lioness of Judah, who else? Camille's Corner,
Yeah,
just to
all
name
of
a
the people.
few.
Don't list their names. Don't list their
No, I'm just saying all of these people who was
all
making
of them. Yes.
like videos every
It
single
was
day, and
gang
did
up.
did did
Yes.
they
Well, that's
forget
what I
that?
said before you clicked on when we were saying, do we
Yes,
remember them 8 Hour Lives 4 years ago? But
yes.
then we don't want to mention all of their names because I don't need all of them coming over here with the ghetto bullshit.
Okay. All right, no problem. I'm gonna respect your platform. And Jovi, I remember it was you and Seven Stars who came out and was like, "Yo, back the hell off Tasha K." I mean, like all I could do was fight in the in the comments. But I remember Jovi, you came on the scene, was like, "Enough is enough," and I'm like, Storm, you are on YouTube, you saw this, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, Tasha K is innocent." No, she got her grimy ways, but Storm, you benefited from this shit, dude.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
I'm like, I'm just really blown. Like, people forget the history of how all of this.
It started. Mm-hmm.
And like, let me, Jovi, I don't want to take up too much time, but Tasha K's name carry weight. Like, look, I'm not a content creator, but I got people following me because I'm affiliated with Tasha K. And
And
I'm talking about in the dance hall sector. There's a guy named King Mixup. He don't follow everybody. He's like, "Are you the Libra from Tasha K?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, I gotta follow you." Just because I'm affiliated, like, for people to say, "Oh, Jaguar made Storm." Okay, but Tasha K gave him the foundation, that platform, so he could attract the likes of a Jaguar or for Rosie O'Donnell, all these people. Are we forget? I
yeah,
mean, God,
we forget and they forget. They conveniently forget.
my God. Like, Jovi, let me tell you, I'm the type of person, even if me and somebody fall out, and all the good they've done for me, I'll come up. Like, let's say Jovi, you put me on, I'll say, you know what, I don't fuck with Jovi, but if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have ABC. That's not hard. It doesn't take away from you.
It
Give
doesn't take away from you. Yeah, you're right.
shit.
You're
But
right. There's ain't nothing wrong.
yeah, so that's all I gotta say, Jovi. I'm gonna let some other people come up. I just wanted to say that because it just blows my mind how ungrateful these people are. Like, damn.
Just ungrateful. That's the word. That's the word
Yeah.
of the week.
Yeah. So that's all I do. I don't
All
want to
right,
take up that.
Libra.
Thank
Thank you
you. Thank
so
you for letting me
much.
come on. You're welcome.
All
Stay
right.
blessed.
You too. All right, girls. So yeah, what lie she told? She said because he desperate to befriend anybody. And again, he might like Armand. Who knows, Jay? Nikki said, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. I'm from Hartford, Connecticut, though. Brooklyn is my neighborhood, though. You just how it drives. Hey, Darnell, how are you doing? Okay, let's continue going down. She said, "Lovely K." But no, Armand. It's not about he. Listen, Armand only mess with Cardi B because Cardi B don't like Tasha K. You know, it is not. It's not like he don't like Tasha K because he's a Cardi fan. No, he's a Cardi fan because Tasha K and Cardi got drama. Okay, you gotta again. We have to remember the history. We have to well, like Tish. What's her name? Tisha tells say, we know y'all got things to do, and this ain't y'all job, and y'all can't remember everything. But this is why we here to remind you, just in case you forgot. Yeah, why he keep moving all the time from state to state? Like, stay there for a minute, child. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out why he ain't moved with his furniture. I'm still trying to figure out why. Hey, Deidre, I'm still trying to figure out why anybody would go anywhere out of to move to another state, especially with their parent. And why even not even one mattress, even if the I seen people strap mattresses to the roofs of cars. And we're not even talking about the U-Haul. Like, how the fuck did you really come here with you and your mom with like one suitcase apiece? Like, what the fuck? Like, what happened to all of y'all furniture? These are the questions that inquiring minds want to know. Silva said she was behind. She done caught up. Okay, let me check. Because, sometimes, okay, I be doing things and I be like, ooh, how did that happen? Ooh. All right. I'm looking at these comments. She said my mama a tourist. I love her. My dad a tourist. Listen, you just got to understand who they are. She said he wanted to replace Tasha. He was just waiting for his time. Then switch. Imagine having that sort of person around you in front of me. Yeah. Well, he was supposed to take over again her position. But listen, it's I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's easier to read a fucking script. It is. I don't write a script, y'all. I do this shit. You know how hard this shit is to do every day? That's why I need time sometimes. Every day for at least an hour off the top. And I'm hardly ever silent. Or we have blank stares? Sometimes I forget what the fuck I was saying because it's a lot of shit going through, this is a lot of work. But there's no scripts. I don't write a script. I might have notes on occasion, depending on what we're talking about. If it's something extensive, where I want to hit on a lot of points, But for the most part, off the top, he could not do it off the top, so he could not replace TK. That's it. You should be able to read a script. Cool, yeah, that's great. But a comedian, if that's basically what they want to say. It's like a performer, a comedian, a performer. What do they call that? What do they call that? When they work not in it begin with I think improvisation. It's the equivalent of being being able to improv. It's like saying Dave Chappelle is gonna let somebody come on the stage. Okay, so let's say Dave Chappelle, has to continue his comedy skit, right? Dave Chappelle got to continue his comedy skit for a good 10, 15 more minutes, like Ray Charles did when he made that extra. Listen, my mind all over the place. Anyway, So Dave Chappelle could come off the top of his head and just boom. Dave Chappelle can't replace himself on a tour with somebody who can't do the same. You understand what I'm saying? It's real easy for me to give you these jokes, but what happened if you got to go 10 more minutes? What you gonna do? You just gonna stare at the crowd with your mouth open and be like, oh, oh, you know? Hey, Jada.
Hey, how are you and everyone doing? First off, can we hit that like button? Can we take a second to hit that like button for the folks that are in here? Because I know y'all know how to hit that like button. So let's hit it. Hit the like button, hit the unlike button, one of them, okay? So, listen, I just wanted to say that I am disappointed in a lot of stuff that I am seeing. Um, I'm almost to the point where I want to say I'm a bit flabbergasted. But as I had mentioned before, these type of folks are gonna stick together no matter what. I have been saying that for a good while with y'all, and it's just proving itself to be true. Whether they are L, oh no, sorry, whether they are gay, transsexual, transgender, metrosexual, whatever the case may be. Oh, look, it's just me on the screen. Hey. But they are going to stick together no matter what. So I think it is time for us to stop bigging them up all the time and giving them an audience, giving them um, the subscribers, giving them the thumbs up. I really think it is time to stop all of that. I mean, how many times are we looking up? And I'm not just talking about with Tasha K, but how many times do we look up with different content creators that are females, or even just sometimes celebrities that are females, and you allow certain groups of acting like people the chance by giving them
Yes, Ma.
audiences,
What?
hearing them about, and all of that
Yes.
jazz, and then they stab us in the back. Oh wait, I can't hear you. No, we can't hear you, Jovi. Is she talking to us, y'all?
No, I'm not talking to y'all. Sorry.
Oh, okay, okay. So you know what I'm saying? Like, how many times do Tasha have to help out the gay boys, the transsexual or transgender boys, and constantly talking about some, yeah, go and check out such and such. They doing so good, or they be doing this, that, and the third, and then we look up and they are either number one in line to stab her in the back, or they are somewhere in the midst collaborating with other people.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I'm looking
I
like
don't
she
know
said
what
something
happened.
else.
I was screaming on both devices and then my phone went just shut down.
Oh, okay. I'm like, well, I hear just different voices or whatever. But so yeah, y'all, it's sad. I mean, and I hate to have to throw all the names out, but somebody even mentioned T.S. Madison. I didn't like that interview. I thought that was setting her up as well. So I didn't like that video. I didn't like what it possessed. Um, and so it's like, dang, didn't she kind of like help her out? You know what I'm saying? So why is it that we are continuously doing this? I mean, look at Saucy Santana, the nerve, Saucy Santana. So I think it's time for us to stop doing that. I think we got to stop giving them the upper hand or the big up because they think they done got so cool with us. They can drag us, they can dog us, they can use us, they can abuse us. I'm just saying. Am I the only one that's getting tired?
No, you're not. I'm tired. We're all tired. It's a wrap.
And that's I told Couture Bay one time. I forgot what we were talking about on the live, but I was like, listen, I was like, I don't know. It's giving me vibes where if we supported that guy, we gonna look up and he gonna be acting like he better than us. And what happened? Saucy Santana came out acting like he was better than us.
Yeah.
We are the women. We are prototype. I hate to say it that way, y'all, but I think we are always in competition with the boys who like boys. Is it okay for me to say it that way?
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
always in or I don't even want to say
I
it like
don't even
we're in
say we're in
competition.
competition
We
with
are
them,
in competition,
but
but they
you
gonna
have
compete
to
with us.
yeah, you just have to understand that there might be in competition with you.
Right. Not necessarily where we gotta be and compete, but we don't understand that it's a competition going on. Okay, it's a competition going on, even if we ain't even trying to compete, because we already here. We already know what's up. How you gonna compete when you already lost? I'm already 100% woman. I don't have to fake nothing, do nothing. I ain't even gotta hide who I am. So there's no faking it. But for them, you know what I'm saying? They doing whatever they do, whether they are again GTTST, what is it? TST, WTM, all of them little things, whatever. It is a competition for them. And so we got to watch how we befriend them and put them in our circles, and I'm very LGBT friendly, but I am saying we have to be careful, ladies, because they
Yeah.
turning on us left and right.
Yeah. We're being to blame for things that aren't our fault. You know, when people tell you how they feel about you, believe it.
Mm. Even if they don't tell you, just take a look.
Just pay attention
Now
because they
pay
telling you.
attention. Because some people, I be like, they're a little too messy for me. I don't care if they do seem like a fun person. They too messy for me, and it looks like it's given they will turn on me as soon as they get the chance. So, but that is my 2 cent. I'm sitting up here trying to do my daughter nails. That is my 2 cent. I just wanted to say that, and I know people are like, "Why aren't you saying more? Aren't isn't Storm your boy?" Or aren't you cool with Tasha? I really don't have a complete dog in this fight outside of thinking I am tired of giving these people a chance to do us wrong. Even if it's
Yeah.
straight men, I'm tired of that. It's getting
Yeah.
very annoying.
We're getting like that article, like just women in general. I believe that's where we're going with it right now. We're just tired of shit.
Yeah.
They got to do better. It's like, no, what are y'all doing? No, nigga, what are y'all doing?
What are
Because
y'all doing?
this shit is, the gaslighting is over. We're done. Kevin Samuels is here no more. We're done. And what do you have? What do you bring to the table?
Right.
Nick, bruh, can you
So
even
we're
make the
being too
table?
nice. Being
Can
too
you put
nice
the
is the reason
table
why we
together?
ain't been ahead yet.
All right, girl, but I appreciate you coming up.
All right, hun, no problem. See y'all later. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Bye.
Babu. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I just be doing things. All right, let's go through some more of these comments, y'all. Oh yeah, before that, yeah, that was my mom. Sorry, she was calling me to be like, yeah, cause remember when I moved, she moved. Okay, cause I had said people move with everything, but no, people at least move with their bed. Like she was to remind me, she moved with her bedroom set. She really didn't take the couch and stuff. She left that stuff for me. But that's what I'm saying. The least in my mind that someone is taking is their bed. Like, where are you sleeping? Like you could have your clothes in a bag or whatever, but like you take a bed. You take your bed with you. Beds don't whatever. Whatever. Um Thank you, Nani. She said she loved the facts or whatever. Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. Jada said ungrateful and lacking accountability would always screaming for Tasha K to be accountable. It's the accountability. It's the lack of accountability for me, guys. It's always the lack of accountability for me. I be taken aback by them. Um, she said I'm a storm chaser for Patasha K, but it's not right for her to talk about his mom. Okay, my bad. So it's right for him to talk about Chelsea's cooch. She wasn't a YouTuber. Was it right for that? Or was it right for when he was doing it to other people? When Storm be doing it, it's cool. When he made a whole spoiled rotten cookie song, that's cool. That's cool. Come on now. But like saying his mom that he is disrespectful towards his mom is not cool. Saying that he had his mom sleeping on the floor. Storm wants to distract. Storm wants to distract. When we talk about Storm mom, let's not pretend. When we talking about how Storm is a trash son. How Storm drug his mama across the country, couldn't even let her use the car to drive to work at Macy's. That's what we talking about. Those are the things that are being broadcasted the most. How horrible of a son Storm is. Storm just don't want people to know how he treats his mom, because then maybe some of you older black women will stop donating to him. Okay. Hmm. She said, "This is not a Bible chat." I love my mods. I ain't gonna hold you, booby. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, yeah. All right, where the time at? Again, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please like, please subscribe. Okay, Jada. J- yes, Jada.
Okay, so you know what? I have forgot until it popped back in my brain. I'm gonna say it quickly. I had brought up the Storm. People want me to be harder on Storm. First of all, for anybody who do not understand, I have been in y'all chats between you, Tasha, Chelsea, Couture Bay. I even went into Conscious TV. I didn't like what he said, and I've already made that voice. I thought that was clear. But if y'all ain't realized, I'm not a dragger. I don't do all of that dragging for filth, and it's not me. So I'm not
Okay.
about to be hard. I don't have to cuss to get my point across. I mean what I say. I don't agree. I don't think, and I've already said that I am disappointed. It's a shame. So I mean, I ain't gotta answer nothing to y'all. But for those who are wondering why I'm not dragging as hard, I am not dragging as hard because I do not drag hard at all. How many times have y'all heard me drag somebody?
Okay. Well, again, you don't drag, so you honestly don't have to explain yourself to people. That's
It,
how I
it
feel.
just, I appreciate that. And I started not to. I think that's why I hadn't really mentioned it in several different
Yeah.
conversations before. But I'm like, you know what? Just in case it's not understood, I am on the side of the Tasha K and the Chelsea in this situation. That's why I say the women stick together. We got to stop letting these men do X, Y, and Z. So, anyway, all right, okay. That was it. Make sure y'all like this video, and I'm out.
Subscribe. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
subscribe and all of that. You know, I usually get a rundown, but y'all don't sit up here trying to do my baby nails.
I
And I'm
feel
out.
you. All right. All right, guys. So, Toya said, just because as women we are effortless, and they want what we have, and when they can't have it, they bully us. Yes, they want to bully you. They want to hurt you. They want to try to make you feel less than. They want to pick on you from you little to try to make you feel less than, because they need to bring you down a few notches. I'm tired. We listen. We don't need to get knocked down a couple notches. These niggas need to come up a few. That's the reality of the world. That's the reality of the fucking whole manosphere. If we honest about it, all of these men who are mad at Tasha are just mad that she's good at what she fucking does. It's just a bunch of niggas being angry that a woman outdid them. That's all that shit is. That's all it is. A bunch of dudes being mad at you because you're better, because you were better than them, or because they feel inferior. And instead of working to increase themselves or how they feel about themselves, it's the lack of accountability and wanting to blame everybody for their bullshit. They need to blame themselves for not. Let me not. Let me not. um. Um, we wouldn't even know who he was, and to keep that a buck. She said, "I miss fucking with Friday." Tasha K is out here living her best life. She done made so much damn subscribers. She got people working for her. Okay, she out here. All right. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's about it though. Hold on. Um, yeah, that's what it is. Because you know what? A lot of these men, they're mad at women for that anyway. Can we talk about that? I guess we spoke about storming them. But could we talk about that? Or should I start a new video and let's talk about that? I don't know. Or maybe I'll cut the end of this and post that separately. Could we talk about, it's all stemming from shit like that because we work harder, because we are able to pull things through, just angry at us because we didn't fall, because we didn't allow them to impregnate us and completely destroy our lives, because we still survived even though they abandoned you, because you still survived. Because you still survived, even though some motherfucker tried to destroy your image of yourself. You still, so my homegirl, Tasha, not my home, well, she is my homegirl, but you know Tasha, since y'all know Tasha anyway. My homegirl, Tasha, we were talking the other day. She came over. My daughter tutors her daughter. Anyway, so they were tutoring. We're in the living room talking shit. And she tells me, because again, we going to boarding school because we're going to Ivy. Anyway, so we're talking and she tells me Tasha went, to a great school, herself. But she tells me about her best friend when she was living in Philly back in high school, who got a full ride to Duke University. A full ride. And if Duke is Ivy. Full ride is a hard thing to get. And she got a whole full ride to Duke, right? And she was dating some older dude that was like 40 something, 30 something. I don't know. He was older. It's Tasha, he was older than Tasha. Tasha saw, he said he had a little bit of gray hair. So, who knows? Anyway, he didn't want her to go because he didn't want to be with her. She had to go live at a dorm. Mind you, they lived in Philly at the time, Duke is in Pennsylvania, right? So apparently it was like 2 or 3 counties away, about a half an hour bus ride. Wasn't even that deep, right? This is what Tasha telling me. Then they go, what? She can't go to Ivy because, he don't want to be alone. And she didn't go. So she ain't go. She ain't go. She ended up, getting pregnant by that summer, that same fucking summer she was supposed to be heading to Duke. She ended up getting pregnant, started working at some damn store, right? He ended up getting 2 people pregnant, married the third. Okay, so mind you, it's all stair step, but they all Irish twins, but with the same daddy, I guess. So it's 3 girls who got pregnant by him. He left her, married the last girl, and it is for Tasha like it's like 15 years later, she still works at that goddamn store. Ain't that the saddest shit you ever fucking heard in your life? Ugh. Ugh. And if they can't do you like that, they hate your guts for decades. Because if he wasn't able to do her like that, he would blame her for the rest of his life of why he trash, Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yes, for how weak they are, because they weren't raised. I don't know what the fuck. Like, you mad at us because we're strong, because we survive. Now, don't get me wrong. That's why I keep saying we need to raise our daughters to be more, softer, and our sons to do more. Because I think we flip that shit. We raising some weak ass niggas and some strong ladies, and we losing because we the strong ladies. These weekend, no, very few and far between. You find a man that can stand. Too many of them motherfuckers fold. Um, mm, 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 come on, absolutely. Mm-mm. Was it Duke? She said, "Is it Duke in North Carolina?" She said some shit. Was it Duke? It's Duke. It was D. I was like, Duke? Okay, it don't even matter. I would have went to school. I don't give a fuck if the school was 3 counties away, and then Duke's in North Carolina. I thought it was in Philly. Anyway, it don't even matter. That's the point of the story. That's the point of the story. The point of the story is through her whole fucking education, how many girls we know do dumb shit like that? How many people you know? I know a couple. I know a girl in my neighborhood who did that. I didn't really know her, but I know she got into some good school and she was supposed to go away, and her boyfriend didn't want her to go, and she ended up right there being cheated on, being, just ain't have nothing. And it's right there, not even right there with a man who could be able to provide and take care of her. No, right there to struggle and be having to take care of him. Don't make no damn sense. Maybe it was Drexel. No, it wasn't UPenn. Tasha went to UPenn. Maybe it was Drexel. Maybe it was Drexel. Because I like in my head it was a D. And when she said the name, I was like, I knew the name, I'm like, oh shit. She's like, yeah. Or maybe it was Temple. I don't remember. We was talking. Listen, my mind has been y'all know I have poured in every private school and Ivy League college information in my mind the last 2 or 3 months because of my kids. So maybe I'm sorry. It's a school. It was a school in Philly. She told me they lived in Pennsylvania. It was a school in Pennsylvania that was a half an hour away from the town that they lived in. That's what she said. So it had to be something in Philly. Tasha ain't never lived in North Carolina. So it probably was Temple. Yeah. Yes. If your man don't encourage you, you don't need him. You don't need him. Even in your stay-at-home job, even if in your whatever you do as a woman, if he don't encourage you, you don't need him. If a man trying to hold you back, girl, bye, it's over. It's a wrap. Hey, girl, hey, Lola, I see you in a minute. Okay? But listen, I'm going to get out of here. I might come back later. I ain't really doing shit today. Like I said, we coming this weekend because we got to run it up. I got a lot, the content is not done. Armon coming today, Storm coming with some more shit. You know what's happening. So we're going to be up this weekend. We're going to be making content and busting it out. I told you, we start school back next week. So we're going to be running it up. And once my baby back in school full time, I guess we're going to be running it up full time. Anyway, people from office still care enough to yes, Drexel is there as a time. I really want Drexel's like NYU tries to act as Ivy League, but it's not. Villanova is outside of Philly, also good schools. Okay. It probably was Drexel. I don't think it wasn't UPenn. That's where she went. I mean, that's where Tasha went. It wasn't the same school. Anyway, 1000%. If it like, what are you doing? Why would you even be with somebody, even in your housewifeness? I don't give a fuck. But why would you be with somebody who does not want the best for you, whatever the best makes you, if it makes you happy? Like, we just giving it up to stay home, to stay with a nigga who gonna make us struggle? No, bitch. But when I say, at least if you're going to be giving it up, at least give it up to somebody who's going to make your life easier. That's a problem. But we're going to give up our whole life to struggle. For struggle bunnies. For struggle bunnies? No, bitch. Not me. For a struggle nigga? For a nigga who couldn't even... Oh, you wildin'. Anyway, I'm going to be out because I got to go make some chicken real fast. I'll probably come back later. Yeah. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it. Have a great day, y'all.